niche indie, beast mode, diva mode, goddess mode, whatever you like to call it. Fragrances, ones that last, ones that project, ones that perform, ones I could never be without in my collection. So keep on spraying. Hi, I'm Gabby and welcome back to another edition of the Fragrantician, where here on this channel we talk about nothing but fragrances. So if that's your bread and butter, your jam and scones, spray, 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 and spray a little more. So in this edition we are talking about beast mode, diva mode, goddess mode. We're not talking about nymph mode, as I call it. Nymph mode is in between, and we're not talking of skin scents. We are talking of those goddess fragrances, those beast fragrances that really last, outshine and outperform any other fragrance that that wallflower, you know, is wearing. That person that does oh, there you go. Look at me, smell me. I'm wearing fragrance. Oh, move over, bitch. You're not wearing a fragrance. This is how you wear a fragrance. So the first one is by my beloved House of Papillon Perfumery, and it is Spell 125. Do you know what? If you can see closely, it's kind of like all kind of like misty and foggy, and look at all of those lovely aroma chemicals and whatever's in there that makes it the loveliness that is Spell 125, my comfort fragrance. But it lasts and it lasts and it lasts. This will last so much more than your man will last, let me tell you. Yes, this is what I call a chorus of angels in a bottle, because it is angels that are warriors with wings that are fighting battle. This is what this fragrance does for me. This comforts me in a way that I want to put right to the world. This is what this fragrance does for me. This is, are you in heaven? Are you in hell? Are you in between? This, well, I'm always in between, darling, as I say. I don't just do one or the other, do I? So, yes, Spell 125, frankincense, this pine, this forest. It is goddess, it is nymphs turning into goddesses. This is what this fragrance is. Spell 125, lasts forever, 10 hours plus. All of these fragrances last 10 hours plus. All of these fragrances leave beautiful scent trail, beautiful projection. Spray with gay abandon at your peril. And I won't say any more. Now the next one, which is niche indie, is The Lover's Tale by Francesca Bianchi, which I sprayed about 10 minutes ago on this hand because I wanted to reignite a lover's tale within me. This is a little bit of jasmine, but it's leather, animalic. Let's spray again. Look at that spray. This is a challenging fragrance for some, but on me it isn't. The dry down on this, 8-10 hours later, you can still smell it billowing away. It is erotic, it's exotic. I want to feel erotic and I want to feel exotic, and this is what this fragrance does. It makes me feel erotic and charged. Actually, all of these fragrances make me feel erotic and charged. Are you feeling erotic and charged? The Lover's Tale is castoreum. Yes, it is pissy. Yes, it is all of those notes, and I freaking love it. Or, as I say, I friggin' love it. I have oversprayed this once because I've only had this recently. Wow, 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 wow. But no, it is completely full bottle worthy in my opinion. This is extrait de parfum, so it's 25% concentration. This lasts, well, this lasts 12 hours plus into the next day. You scrub it and you're going to scrub it again. The Lover's Tale by Francesca Bianchi. Now the next one is completely different. It is a soapy floral in my opinion, and by soapy I don't mean I don't want to say old grandma soap. I was about to say that horrific phrase, old grandma soap. No, we don't want to smell like an old grandma, and we certainly don't want to smell like a dry old grandma, do we? No, we don't. No, Claude, we don't. We don't want to be heard creaking when we're walking. No sirree. But this is Maison Lancome, a little 15ml bottle of Jasmine Marzipane, which was a love-hate relationship for me in the beginning. But now it's a love, and I wish I had a bigger bottle. Don't we all wish we had a bigger one in our lives? A girl can never have something too small in her life. So anyway, this is Jasmine Marzipane. It is sweet jasmine, not indolic jasmine. It has beautiful sillage. Beautiful sillage. I would say the scent trail on this is really, really lovely. Huge compliment getter. Jasmine Marzipane, if you can get your hands on it by Maison Lancome, then do it. It is stunning, according to Claude too. Now the next one, I talked about this in a previous video, I won't talk about it for too long, is Tubereuse Criminelle by Serge Lutens. It is your bombastic tuberose from start to finish. It is the burning rubber scent, as I call it. Yes, it's one of those. It is Tim Curry from Rocky Horror Picture Show in a bottle. I love it. Tubereuse Criminelle by Serge Lutens. Completely strong. If you haven't watched my previous video on this, I'll link it down below. Now the next one is by Andy Tower, and it is, as I love it, L'air du désert marocain, and this is my beautiful aromatic, slight bit of lavender, spices, vanilla. It has some sweetness to it. It is a masterpiece fragrance in my collection, and I think I'll include a few of these in a masterpiece fragrance collection I'll do. But this is Andy Tower, L'air du désert marocain. You don't need a lot. It is so long lasting on the skin. Those spices are blended to perfection, but it has, Claude, but it has an almost aromatic quality about it, and it has a sweetness about it. Claude, come on then. And for an eau de toilette for 50ml, it is beautiful and stunning, and it performs so well. It certainly does. Does it, Claude? Yeah. It performs so well. I will never be without this in my collection. This gets lots of compliments. I've worn this to work. Yes. And that's me. 3 sprays, that's enough. And it is absolutely stunning. Next 2 are by Frederic Malle, and the first one is Portrait of a Lady, which is your rose, tuberose. I do beg your pardon, not your tuberose, your rose, patchouli, incense, and a bit of raspberry and cloves. It is dark and gothic. It is moody and brooding. It lasts forever. It projects forever. It is sillage forever. It is a forever fragrance. That is a masterpiece. All of these are, I would class as masterpieces. Masterpieces in my collections. These, yeah, I will never be without this fragrance. Use sparingly, overspray at your peril. Spray with gay abandon at your peril. I have oversprayed this because I always do. I always want to be smelt. This will turn heads for all the right reasons, even maybe for some wrong reasons. If you do overspray, you've got, when I oversprayed this, I was very conscious of it, I sprayed about 8 sprays, yes, all in this area, which was the worst thing to do. So yeah, Portrait of a Lady, beautiful, stunning, projects. It's that dark, gothic, deep red rose, patchouli, incense, clove and raspberry. And the next one is another tuberose fragrance. Surprise, surprise, it is Carnal flower. But this is not as strong as Tubereuse Criminelle. No. That is my strongest tuberose, but this is still strong. I would say this, actually, this really projects, and this has really good sillage. On my skin, it lasts about 8 hours. So yeah, so I wish it did last just a little bit longer, but I mean 8 hours, I mean that's really, really good, isn't it? But it is tuberose, a bit of coconut, a bit of melon as well in there, slightly camphorous, but it is still, it has that coldness about it. It is that cold tuberose which I love. The next one is Bond number 9, Chinatown. It's another tuberose fragrance, but I love it. This was gifted to me by Malle, and this is cardamom and tuberose. This is a strong, heavy hitter. You're not going to like this if you don't like that spicy tuberose. This is what this is. But this has some elegance about it, like Carnal flower does. It has that elegance, that refinement, that maturity, that grown up, as Keitra would say, bougie. It's bougie and grown up. It's oh yes. But I find it a little bit playful as well. Little bit edgy. Tubereuse Criminelle and Carnal flower are very edgy and dark. This has just a little bit of edginess. This makes Good Girl Gone Bad just a good girl. This is Good Girl Gone Bad, but she's still got a little bit of goodness about her. So if I want to have just a little, or if you just want to have a little bit of goodness about you, then wear Bond number 9. Chinatown. And the last 2 are by Amouage, and they are beasts. The first one is Memoir. I won't talk about this at great length because I have talked about this. This is a Chypre fragrance. I just love that magnetic feel. You know, it's like you had £100, then it's gone. It's that kind of moment. Yes. Amouage Memoir. This is Magenta from Rocky Horror Picture Show in a bottle. When she has that hair, particularly, completely like she's stuck her hands in an electric appliance and it's gone. Yes, this is what this is. This is what this reminds me of. Amouage Memoir, strong, long projects, beast mode, diva mode, goddess mode. It has your spices, it has your florals, it has your animalic. It is that fragrance to turn heads and make them talk about you. Finally, the strongest fragrance from Amouage, in my opinion, is this little beauty here. This is Opus number 9, and this is a civet bomb with Jasmine. Oh God, even smelling it, it has that kind of reaction. I would say if you love Aaron Terence Hughes' Jasmine Narcotique, this has a vibe to it, similar. It's not a dupe and it's not 100%. It's like 50-50. This has similar vibes to it. This is beautiful. This has, I don't know if you can see the flecks in it. strong. It is, and I do envision myself wearing a red dress or a gold dress. This is an evening going out signature scent, to go out in, to pull those admirers, to get those compliments, or maybe not get those compliments, who cares? But at least you've achieved something. As Madonna once said, didn't she? If they're talking about you, at least they're leaving somebody else alone. I think that's what she said. So yeah, or is it something I've just made up? I don't know. But yeah, this is that type of fragrance. It is, yeah, complete diva mode, goddess mode, beast mode. Opus number 9. Your niche fragrances, your indie fragrances, those ones that really perform and outshine other fragrances, comment down below. But until next time, you've been watching another edition of The Fragrantician. And I always say, spray with gay abandon, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.